4 minutes past 8. It's Maggie and Steve here until 9 o'clock. It's time to look into the inside of today's newspapers now with Russell Wheldon from the Kent travel operator Belle France. Morning again, Russell.
Hello.
And actually hearing about the Battle of Britain there, your company, obviously Belle France, has a lot of trips organised around the commemorations which are ongoing of World War One.
That's right. It's been a very popular last couple of years for that. Next year, 2016, is the anniversary of the Somme.
Mm-hmm.
So again, a huge number of opportunities there for people to explore. Fantastic landscape, very moving places, frankly, some tremendous itineraries, and a lot of people come to us and they partly it's a holiday, but also it's a personal thing as well. They'll have maybe a reference to a family member who was at a certain place at a certain time, which has got a nice tie-in, and on top of that, obviously enjoying the food and the wine and the bit of gentle activity and so on, and it's a happy combination generally.
Of course, yeah, I can imagine. Your first story, Russell, this morning is in the Mail. This is about a missing wallet.
Well, it's something of nothing really, but it's we've all left our wallets behind sofas and so on, but this chap's lost his for 30 years. Some diligent soul has tracked him down after 30 years, given it back, and all it's got in is a pound note.
But how did they track this guy down?
He obviously found an address somewhere on the receipt of some sort, but I'd like to think if I'd lost my wallet for 30 years, that'd be something a little more exciting than a pound note.
A pound
note.
Although I was in an antique shop recently having a little bit of a nose around, and a pound note was going for £4.
Oh,
so
do the maths on that.
Yeah, that's pretty good, actually.
Yeah.
Well, there you go.
Return.
Yes, I'd hope something a little bit more interesting, but there you go. We can lose stuff and find it again.
Guardian today. It's a story actually. It popped up in the Times at the weekend, and Dungeness is for sale. All of it.
A curious one, this, isn't it? It's I've never been actually, but Dungeness is a stunning.
It's beautiful,
stunning landscape.
Absolutely, great,
completely unique. We've probably seen it many times without actually realising on album covers and magazine reports and so on. But it is up for sale, as you say. 1.5 million, and it's yours. 468 acres, it says. It's massively protected and rigorously legal restrictions and so on. But people do live there, and there are communities there. I'm just curious as to who would buy it and what they'd want to do with it.
And who's the current owner?
And there is an estate, whatever they do, and there is an income which presumably comes from various rents and leasehold properties and so on, fishing perhaps. But
it's Britain's only desert, isn't it? It's classed as a desert.
Yeah. Is it really?
Yes, it is. Yeah.
Oh, I might buy that. I quite fancy a desert.
There's a pub quiz question for you there somewhere, isn't
there
it?
There is, definitely.
Hold on to that fact. But no, I'm just curious to know who would buy it, and I dare say some residents are concerned and curious. But as I said, there are many restrictions in place, so in theory that should be well contained. But
that should keep them safe, I suppose. Yeah. Your next story is in the Independent. Boarding cards. There's a VAT revolt. To explain this.
Yeah, well, this is the kind of story that you kind of sense it's going to run and run. Really, we all go to the airports. We buy a bottle of booze or a present for the kids or whatever it might be before we jump on the plane, and they ask for your boarding card.
Yeah, they do.
Boarding card, which is a pain sometimes.
It is a pain.
You've left it over there with the wife and the kids, or it's not in your pocket. You fiddle and faff and find it. You hand it over, assuming it's for legal reasons, and they do some sort of reference check against.
What is the reason?
Well, the reason is the stores then can claim back 20% VAT.
Really?
So obviously the question is, are we the consumer seeing the benefit?
Yeah, are we? Because even if you buy, it's not even booze, it's makeup, it's perfume, it's whatever
it's
you
everything.
buy.
Yeah,
there you go.
Toblerone.
Obviously, yes. Toblerone is the big issue here.
Exactly, it is.
So clearly, most stores do not apparently pass this back to the consumers, and already it says here in the Independent there are people travelling who are on the back of this story refusing to hand over their boarding card.
No, that's my next question. Can I refuse to hand over my boarding card?
Apparently, whether you'd be sold the goods is another matter, I guess.
They'll just say, all right, then we're not going to
sell you a bottle of gin or whatever it is.
But you can sense this will run and run. Various people have got involved with it.
Isn't it funny, though, how you do stuff and you just do it quite robotic?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
And especially, I think, something happens to the mind when you get into an airport. I think it just shuts down.
Yes.
And you do what you are told, don't you?
Exactly.
Whatever it is.
You follow signs, you put stuff in little polythene bags, you take your shoes and socks off. You take your belt off.
Where on earth would you do that?
Normally, unbelt your trousers and then carry on walking through.
And all you want is a Toblerone.
Exactly, a little bit of chocolate.
I just came here for a Toblerone, that's all.
Let's stay with the Independent, Russell. Obviously, we're hearing about it on our sports news today. Claire's down there live. The Women's Ashes comes to Canterbury.
Yeah, well, I mean, as a cricket fan myself, it's been a blistering couple of weeks. Absolutely fantastic on so many levels, and it'd be great, wouldn't it, to see the ladies' team do well as well. We saw it earlier in the year with the football, where the women's England team did themselves very, very proud indeed. It'd be great to see the ladies do the same with the cricket. And
let's just hope that the ground isn't soggy, because it's a little bit wet down there this morning.
Yeah.
And as a newbie to the world of cricket, because I went to my first cricket game just a few weeks ago.
Very good.
And I immensely enjoyed it. There is something wonderful about sitting in the sunshine and watching an afternoon of cricket.
Absolutely.
Oh,
absolutely, especially if you're winning.
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely. And you've got a cheeky little glass of something in your hand as well.
You might do, or even a Toblerone.
It would melt. Might melt. You've got to be careful.
Russell, thank you very much indeed. Russell Wheldon from Kent Travel Operator Belle France, reviewing today's newspapers for us.